Yo,
Hey, how's it going?
pretty good. How was your day?
Not horrible. So I
Not
had a
horrible.
yeah, I had 2 sessions. That's about it. What about you?
Same old shit. Every day's been the same. There's absolutely nothing new, dude.
Is it just me or is your background different?
Oh, I changed the angle of the camera so you can see more in my room.
Oh, it looks clean and like shit.
Right?
Yeah, it looks
That's what I'm
clean.
saying. Like this angle is better because you can see like there's like a backdrop kind of now. You know?
Has all so
Yeah.
your room has looked like that this whole time. You just haven't seen it.
Pretty much. I
Mm.
lied. I did some cleaning.
I was about to say, I was like, it looks it looks different.
Yeah, and I had to do some cleaning. I mean, those are one of the few ways I was keeping myself distracted. I was just doing a whole bunch of like home projects and stuff. And so it
Yeah.
wasn't like it wasn't like a scramble every day, but it was just a bunch of things I always wanted to do. Um but yeah, man, my garage is one of my projects was doing the garage. And I cleaned out the garage, I bought garage shelves and everything, and I organized all of it.
Damn.
So garage looks flawless. And I parked my car in there. My car barely fits, by the way, which I think is funny.
Yeah, because I think when I saw your garage, there was like a bunch of shit in it.
Hmm.
What the fuck are you drinking?
Um, this is a banana, mixed berry, and kale smoothie.
Hmm.
Yeah, and some flaxseed in there.
There you go. Yep. No, that is what that looks like. I couldn't tell at
Everybody's
first. I was just
reaction.
like, "What are you drinking?"
Hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was looking up some numbers today for coronavirus in at least my county, Fairfax County, and we have about 3,200 cases of
Damn.
coronavirus as our in our county. But I looked at our population. Our population is at 1.1 million.
Yeah. So that's like a crazy small percentage
Yeah, is a 0.003% of people who are infected by it.
that we
That's
know of.
yeah, that we know of.
Yeah.
But that's a crazy low number.
Yeah. That
That's
really
point.
is.
That's not even a percent. You know, compared to somewhere like
New
New
York.
York.
Yeah, my mind went straight to New York too.
Yeah, but I was surprised by that number. I think U.S. total we passed a million. I think it's like 1,060,000
Where
cases or something like that.
where did you pull that data from?
Google.
Like you just
It's like
googled like the county and
yeah, and coronavirus cases in the U.S. But the population for Fairfax County, I actually had to Google that specifically. But what does your county look like?
that's what I'm trying to look up right now.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, because I'm curious. Now that you've mentioned it, I haven't looked it up, so I'm curious. Damn, we actually have a. I mean, like, well, I guess what really matters is proportion.
Right.
No, not New Jersey. Why does it keep telling me New Jersey?
Is there a county
Yeah,
with the same name in New Jersey?
there is. Yeah. Can I look it up by county?
Yeah, you could look it up. It's just
Okay.
county, Virginia. You'll be able to find it. What,
So like my county's not showing. Oh wait, keep going.
what percentage of the population has been tested? I'm honestly not sure. That's a good number to look up.
Probably not a large percentage.
Yeah. And then a number doesn't pop up immediately.
Okay, I found my county. 47.
Okay.
And the population of 40,000.
40,000.
So out of 40,000, we have 41 cases confirmed, and it says 0 deaths.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, my county is itty bitty. I don't know why New Jersey's the default on this fucking.
I have no idea.
This is
Maybe
also
your
according
county is so small.
to Google. Yeah,
Right. Yeah, it could be because your county is so small.
it is. Yeah, it's tiny.
It doesn't directly say. I don't know what n equals mean.
N would be
Number of specimens tested for SARS-CoV-2 by CDC labs. That's the other name for COVID-19, right?
yeah.
So CDC labs, this is N equals 5,498, and the U.S. Public Health Laboratories, 517,644. Okay, well, Newsweek published an article stating that only 1% of the U.S. population has been tested for coronavirus.
I would believe that.
1%, yeah. I believe that.
Yeah, because like primarily, from my understanding, to get tested, there has to be like a valid reason in most states. Like you can't, you just can't go up and be like, oh yeah, give me a test. Like
Right.
they want to know, like, have you had contact with someone? Have you been out of the country? Is there a
Right.
reason?
Yeah, you have to meet those requirements.
Because I'm
So
sure
I
it's
believe that
tiny.
number. Yeah, I
Yeah.
believe that number, 1%, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I was going to say something. I forgot, though. What were your sessions like this week?
Not horrible. What's been frustrating, and I forgot about this, but with private practice, people counsel. No, I had a no show, and it's like, what the fuck else did you have to do? Like, you no show me?
Right.
You're stuck at home,
All right.
not fucking showing up. Go to your therapy appointments. Yeah, like last night, I waited like 30 minutes and I gave up, and I was like, okay. But then I had one session today. Someone's dealing with a lot of like life transitions. Like, so they're possibly losing their job and they're trying to move. They may not lose their job, but like it's a possibility. They're a contract worker and they applied for a permanent position. But like typically they promote within, so she probably won't get it.
Right.
And then this afternoon I was with a kid on the autism spectrum. So yeah.
Oh, this is. I remember what I was going to say. Did you read that article about the COVID tests that are coming in from China that were faulty?
I heard about that. I did.
I was talking to one of my coworkers when we were all still in the office, and I raised a question to her, and I was just like, "How accurate do you think these tests are?" Because she was like being super nervous about it. And I was
Yeah.
trying to calm her nerves a bit. I was just like, if you're doing everything that you need to do, if you're doing everything that you're supposed to do, then you should be okay, right? You're keeping yourself safe, you're social distancing and stuff like that. And I was just like, a lot of these tests, I just find it. Now, I'm not trying to like speculate or anything, but I just find it hard to believe that you have this virus. On one hand, it's killing people. On the other hand, you don't see any symptoms at all.
Yeah.
To me, I mean, I know everybody's different. I know all immune systems are different, and we're different ages and stuff like that, and we're all generally programmed the same. Our anatomy is pretty much the same. There's slight differences and whatnot, immune systems and so forth, and genetics and whatnot, like little microscopic differences that we have in our bodies. But you kind of have to question how accurate these tests are. Like, how fast did they come out with these tests, and where do we get
Pretty
them
quick.
from?
Dude, I don't even understand like how these things fucking work. Like how you make tests for these things. Like I don't. Yeah.
Right.
But the
So I don't know.
idea, but the notion of like you can be a carrier and not be symptomatic. I mean, we see that in other things too. Like for instance, genital warts, HPV. Like there's people who carry HPV but don't actually have symptoms.
Right.
So there are other illnesses that you can be a carrier and not be symptomatic.
Yeah.
only genital warts comes to mind, but I'm sure there's
Yeah, that's
I'm
what I
sure
was
there's
curious.
other
I'm like,
things though.
genital warts, dude? Really?
I mean, HPV, most people have it. Like statistically,
Right.
it's like I'm trying to remember.
Herpes too.
Yeah,
Depending on what strand. I mean, I think like
HPV.
90% of the population has HSV1. You know, I mean, it's just cold sores. If you have a cold sore, you have fucking herpes.
80% of sexually active people at some point in their life have HPV and are not
Yeah,
aware of it. Yeah.
yeah, but
The more you know.
yeah,
But yeah, dude, I'm not surprised that the testings aren't always accurate.
yeah. I mean, I don't know how reliable they are. But I'm not trying to like discredit anything. I'm not trying to say like, oh, it's. I'm not trying to. No conspiracy theories here. You know what I mean? I'm just saying like, how reliable are those tests? You know.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I mean, I honestly don't really understand how long it normally takes to make these things, and I'm sure everyone's working on overdrive. I saw that there's actually like a private group now that recently is trying to get on. I think it's the vaccine. It's like privately funded.
right,
Like, yeah. So I think everyone's out there trying to do
right,
things.
yeah,
Now, how successful they'll be, who knows? But
right. Yeah, I don't know. All this is crazy. I know our death toll has passed the Vietnam War. I know
shit.
we passed the death
Yeah.
toll of the Vietnam War by like 160 or something like that today. This is crazy. And the Vietnam War was over a span of what, 10 years of constant fighting?
Yeah.
And ours happened less than 3 months. So, some facts for today, I guess.
Super depressing facts.
Mhm. Everything's depressing these days. It's like you can keep
What?
thinking positively and everything,
I
but the
mean,
reality of it is
yeah.
here.
But
Mm.
there are some positives in the world. Parks and Recreation is doing a special tomorrow at 8:30.
Really?
Yeah, so the whole premise is it's the Parks and Rec people in modern time. Hey, Jeremy, that's a big ass raid, dude. How's it going, man?
Mhm.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. Welcome, welcome. We're talking about good news, and Parks and Recreation is having a special. Yeah, so it's the, Leslie Knope and everyone in modern time under quarantine because of Corona, and her like catching up with all like the Parks and Rec people. So it should be fun times. I'm definitely postponing my stream tomorrow to watch that because I really want to see it. What I was trying to look up was other causes of death per year. I still think that we lose more people per year so far to other things, but
Oh
that
yeah.
statistic is alarming. That it's more than the Vietnam War casualties. Like,
Right. Yeah. What?
we were talking about Nam. That is correct. We were. That apparently coronavirus deaths in the U.S. exceeds casualties in Vietnam. Yeah. So one thing I've noticed, like my brain is turning to jello,
Right.
and I know it's because I don't do enough stimulating things anymore. Like I
Yeah.
really don't. But man, my fucking brain is like completely turned to jello. It really has. And I'm like forgetting. Like I mean, I didn't ever really have a great work ethic, but like that is definitely spiraled down pretty bad too.
Right.
Yeah. Like
My, I don't know. My work ethics, as of late, I mean, it's still pretty strong. I mean, I'm still doing something I enjoy,
yeah.
and I know it is kind of like I know I was doing what I'm doing now. I did before for like 12 years. Then I changed careers, and now I'm back, and I feel like it's a breath of fresh air again. I like the company I work for, which is really important, and yeah, I mean, I've been at it every day,
See,
and it's
that's
nice.
where I haven't been. Like I had almost a whole month off of not working, which is where I
Right,
think like the jello vacation of
right,
my brain is taken over.
right. I mean, take the time to take it easy, you know? I think it's fine if you turn your brain into Jello, or your brain goes Jello a little bit. I think it's fine. Take that time to relax and stuff. But at the same time, I try to be active. I don't know, and I don't
Yeah.
mean like just physically, but
Well, that definitely does not happen. The physically
yeah,
active part, yeah.
uh,
I do have to cut the grass in a few days.
yeah.
But we got from Nam to Pawnee because we had the negative news of the death toll, and then Color Proof was like, "Yeah, everything's negative in the world." And I said, "Well, there's some good news. Parks and Recreation special.
Yeah.
Are there pandas? Are there pandas? Are there pandas in Vietnam? Like really?"
Oh no, that could be.
House says yes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Never been.
So
Yeah.
I'm curious what chat does to stay distracted. Like, what have you all been up to? Like, what have you guys all been doing?
Well, we know Jeremy built a gate.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Making maps. Okay.
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
call that? Cartography?
Wait,
Is that right?
I mean, cartography, I think, is, but he's talking video games.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
yeah, because that's
I
Jeremy.
thought you
Yeah,
meant
he's
like, okay, that's
nah, he's
right.
busy, man. We got a house rework coming out soon. Like what? Like a month and a half. New season. Yeah, you are. Bring us that. Bring us them map updates. I'm waiting for the chalet one. Very, very, very excited because that map chaps my ass full fucking raw. Oh, did
You
you,
said something about you hating that map,
dude?
right?
I fucking hate that map so much. I'm sure it is good. So my ass will sigh of relief. I won't have to have a donut when I play on that map anymore. Get good, scrub. I've actually been doing much better on Chalet thanks to a video I watched. Get Flank had Fox A, and for those of you who don't know anything about Pro League or anything, he was a professional player for was Reciprocity. Who knows now? And he like completely they made me think differently on how to defend Snowmobile Garage, which has helped a lot. I'm sure I would learn a lot from that handsome bearded man. But yeah, so we got crafting, making stuff. See, the brain jello now and again is fine. I'm worried that like this is gonna be so prolonged that I'm gonna have like months and months of jello brain, and then I'm gonna have to switch it back on.
I mean, I'll come back to you. I mean, I think
Uh,
it's gonna take a while, man. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, how long
yeah.
have you been doing it?
Doing what?
Therapy.
Um, like actual therapy, I would
Yeah.
say 4 years. Like actual therapy, probably 4 years.
Right. How
Yeah,
long have you been in the field?
10.
10.
Yeah.
So you got 10 years of experience under your belt. I mean, this will come to you pretty quickly, right?
I don't know. I feel like some of it's kind of like if you don't use it, you lose it a little bit.
Right.
Of course, I may be feeling that way because I'm doing it all remotely, and I'm still not
Sure.
fucking used to that. It feels really weird. I don't like online therapy. It
Right.
feels super weird. Yeah.
I think I mean, I personally think it'll come back to you. I don't think like once your brain goes mush, it's just gonna stay that way. It'll come back. I trust it'll come back
Yeah.
because you've been doing it for so long. And I don't mean just like being an official therapist or a licensed therapist, or I mean doing actual therapy, but I mean you've been in the field long enough for that information to come back to you, right?
Maybe. Yeah. What's also weird that I forgot about private practice is you get such a wide variety of like presenting problems. There's
Mhm.
definitely times when I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I go with the fake it till you make it and just keep reframing the problem over and over again and hope something will click eventually.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think you'll be all right, man.
I don't know.
I just want to get through this. Like I miss seeing my friends.
Yeah.
I miss going out with people. and doing stuff, but
I
who
miss
knows how
going to
long this is gonna.
restaurants. That's such a like bougie thing to miss, but I miss going to
Yeah,
restaurants. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, Jeremy, I definitely live by the fake it till you make it principle. I was taught in grad school that the day as a therapist you feel like you know what you're doing, like you fucked up. Like I was taught that in grad school that like there never comes a point where you're like feel like you
Right,
know what you're doing. It's always faking it till you make it and just kind of like winging it.
right.
Yeah, because it's evidence based, but everything we're going off of is just theories, and you can tackle the same problem from like many different perspectives and ways. So like really, it's all. No, I was about to say it's all bullshit. It's not all bullshit at all, but like it's a lot of it's like parlor tricks.
They just got a good point.
No, she is 100% on. That is like spot
Yeah,
on. Yeah, no, I don't work well from home, and I get lazy
yeah.
as shit when I'm just stuck at home. Yeah,
See, I'm used to. I've worked from home before, and I've done it like quite a few times. So I've developed like this workflow for myself. I like have a station, and I know what my day is gonna look like if I do work from home.
yeah.
Are they more relaxing? Yeah. Are they more productive? Yes. My days working at home are much more productive than I am in the office.
See, it's definitely not for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Because in the office I get pulled into so many different directions because all they have to do is walk 20 feet and come get me. When I'm working from home, it's much different. If I have a task, I just sit there and I do it.
See,
And I'm just focused on that.
that's where I get off on, like where I can't follow the path anymore is because like I have tasks to do, but I'm like fuck it. I'm also a procrastinator, so I think the mix of being lazy, a procrastinator, and working from home is like a really dangerous combination.
It could be. I mean, I personally, I'm the type of person I like to get things done because if I don't get it done, it just like lingers in my head and
Yeah.
it sticks there. It's like a booger that's just hanging in your nose. You know it's there, but you're not like picking it out. That's what
Okay.
it feels like to me.
Wait.
Like it's that annoying.
That's what feels like to you.
When I have tasks that aren't done, that's what it
Oh,
feels
like
like.
a
It's
little
like an
dangler.
annoyance. Yeah, like it's an annoyance that's there. Like I should just pick it and get it over with, or it's gonna bug the shit out of me for like the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have
But
notebooks. I definitely have notebooks, Jeremy. And I do think Jock, you may be right. Jock says he thinks I'm overthinking the Jello brain. It gives you opportunity to relearn the shit you think you know, but better when you get. Yeah,
that's true.
I can see that for some things definitely. Therapy
Yeah.
is a lot of it. It's like so like I've always kind of said therapy is the mix, but it's where like science meets art. Like it's an art form. I feel like more so than like a task that you do. Like there's like you know what I mean because you can have like five therapists who all like are treating the same issue, but they're all gonna go about it different ways, and there's like nuances and stuff. A schedule would be good. I have a schedule for work, so like I have like today I had a session at 11 and then again at 4:30. It's the in between times, right? I don't really have a schedule too much. I'm also babysitting the dogs and playing like interference on the dogs while Sarah works. So, hey, dude, Jeremy, if you want to join, you're welcome to join the call. I'm cool. Are you cool with Jeremy joining?
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
man.
man. If
You
you
know,
want to hop in, Jeremy, you're welcome to. Yeah, no, you're definitely welcome to. I'd be
yeah,
curious to hear your what you have to say. So yeah, just get back to us if you want. We'll call you up
yeah,
if you want.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't know. Haven't been the most productive. Oh, he's
I
coming.
like
Sorry.
a part of me wants to say like after a while, you'll learn your lesson for procrastinating at home or just procrastinating in general. Because I had to that's how I learned. I learned not because like I had to try to discipline myself. Like I learned because I learned the hard way.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to think about these things. It's like, well, if I'm working at home and I'm not being productive, it's going to show as a result the next day. You know.
Yeah.
Now, if I've been hustling really hard, like yesterday, I cranked out a lot of shit yesterday for work. And so today I took it easy. So I took frequent breaks. You know, I would work a little bit, and I would every hour or every half an hour I would get up and I just go walk around, or I'd go grab a
Yeah.
snack, or go make some tea, or I'd go get some more water, or whatever it is. I find an excuse to get up and do something that's not sitting in front of the computer. Sometimes I would pull up YouTube and keep myself distracted that way, and look up a video, watch a video or something.
How do we add someone to the call?
There you go. You had it.
Oh, you're watching my screen?
Yeah. Yeah, right there.
Okay. There you are. Wait, that's the group DM.
I think that's it, right?
It's told me I already have a group with you guys. There's a way to do this. You want to figure this out?
I don't want to leak anything.
I mean, my shit's already up, so like, how in the fudge? Anyone in chat? Does anyone know how to add someone to the already existing Discord call?
Don gives no fucks. Oh, maybe. Well, you would know. You would know. He probably doesn't give a fuck.
I don't give much of a fuck. It's hard. It's hard for me to give a fuck about much. Okay, here's what we're gonna do: is we will just like end the call for a second, keep our streams going, and just recall.
Sure.
I
Are
guess.
you hold on.
Unless you can figure this out, man, because I am not like. Chat, help me out. How the fuck do I add someone to the call?
Wait, what's his name?
You're not friends with him? It's J Dowsett R6. We have a group private chat already, the three of us. Yeah. Click on the button next to search. This one?
Yeah. Friends to DM. I figured it's that one.
But it tells me I already have a DM going with the three of us when I do that. Where are you at, Jeremy? You son of a beach. Oh, there you are. Okay. Yeah. So when I do that, it says you already have one, create group.
Yeah, and then just create it.
But see, now my camera's not working.
You have to turn it on. There it goes.
As my camera, and now my camera's not working.
Yeah, and you need to mute.
Yeah, give me a sec. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I also need headphones out.
You got like a nice little Brady Bunch looking thing going on here.
I know, right? I wonder if it would be like a Brady Bunch if we had like 9 people in here. We should just get all of chat in here.
Okay. Right.
Oh, shiggity. Hey, my header's gone. Why is my header gone? Nah, whatever. Fuck it. I don't know.
Oh, man.
But yeah,
one thing I don't like about working at home, though, is constantly sitting on your ass. You do have to sit here for like a set amount of time to get work done, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like when you're focused, it's like my chair at home is not as nice as the one at work.
When you're focused, it's like my chair at home is not as nice as the one. It's like when you're focused, it's like my chair at home is not as nice as the one.
I do stand up a little.
Oh my god. Jeremy, you're fucking us, man. Jeremy, you're fucking us, man. Oh my god. Yeah, just stand up, dude. Now, see, most of my job is sitting on my ass. So like in between sessions, I'll get up and like walk, but it's all sitting on my ass.
I mean, I do that too. I mean, of course, I do stand up and I walk around and stuff, but still, when the majority of your day is spent just sitting down, like I need a chair that's better for my tailbone, you know?
Yeah, it's all muted. That's weird because on my screen it does not say it's muted.
Like a Pilates ball, right? I should invest in one of those. I hear you just fine.
Yeah, that's. I mean, according to my stream, everything audio should be. Yeah, like speak.
Hello?
Yeah, it's showing up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Jeremy, it's all. That was Jeremy saying it's all muted. Man, my brain. I'm telling you, Jello.
It's okay. I didn't catch that either.
Yeah, no, Jeremy is all muted.
Is he having some technical issues?
Am I having technical issues?
I hear you
Oh, I don't
now.
know. Are you? Yeah, I can hear you too.
Okay, but my camera for some reason is just being an absolute dick. Well, okay, maybe I'll just be a voice in the cloud.
Yeah,
And
that's okay. You're
that's
looking.
life.
Yeah, yeah, that is life. So you wanted to come in here, and did you have like a strong opinion on something, or you just wanted to come say hi and join the combo?
A bit of both. It's kind of it's interesting to see the death toll for America actually get past the point of Vietnam, and I'm sure it's not through testing or whatever else, but it's kind of like they as a person of the world, I guess it's kind of like worrying to a degree. But I want to talk about keeping yourself busy whilst you're working from home, because I'm in the same boat as you, right? We're all working from home and stuff, and honestly, it's like you know that room that you meant to paint in your house that you've not painted.
I got a couple of those. Yeah.
Yeah, get your finger out your ass and start painting those rooms.
I got a couple of them.
It's like that. Like the gate thing is purely okay. Fine. Like I understand that I have a workshop and I build things, so I'm slightly more capable than people. But that gate, I've never made a lap joint. If you know what a lap joint is, I've never. I've okay. So a lap joint is when two bits of wood go together, but you've cut half of it across, so like 90-degree they join. I've never done that. I learned to do that. I learned to do third lap joints, so they notch in and do notch joints and stuff, just to build that fucking gate, because I had nothing better to do. Like, don't get me wrong, I am slammed off my ass with work. 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm working harder than I do at the office for Rainbow Six. I am working my ass off. Be that debug, be that because I feel that I should work harder because I'm at home. I don't know, but I'm working my ass off to give people the game that they want, especially with House. So there's a lot of Juras, a lot of bugs, a lot of whatever else. But after my workday finishes, I go and do house projects. Much like that bathroom thing that your wife loves, that you should really get your do. I don't know. It's like it's not hard to stay motivated. Just look at all the shit you've not done because you never had the time,
Yeah.
and you just go and fucking do it. It's not rocket science. I'm sorry. Like, it's like, oh, I'm bored. My brain's going to mush. Fuck off. Just do some work.
That's why I did my garage project. I
Man,
organized my entire garage. I was like, that took like fucking 4 hours.
I'm being attacked on video and in chat. I got an old angry Brit calling me a lazy piece of shit, and then I got chat telling me I'm a lazy piece of shit and I need to make some shit for my wife.
Job done. So basically, you're a lazy piece of shit.
That's
Well,
what it
do you
sounds.
want?
That's what the consensus sounds like. But I was saying that from the beginning. I am a lazy piece of shit. Like, I definitely am.
No. At least you're owning up to it.
I'm very
right?
self-aware. I am very, very self-aware. All that
Yeah, but
therapy training.
Okay, yeah, but as a therapist, you're very self-aware that you have a problem, but you're not fixing the fucking problem. You're going, I've got a problem. Just
Well, it's always do as I say, not as I do, right? I mean, that's kind of, it's
Well,
like the
yeah,
doctor
yeah.
smoking a cigarette telling you, like, you shouldn't be smoking, it's bad for, it's going to kill you. And
Yes,
he goes out
but-
back and smokes a cigarette, like, right afterwards. I mean,
But earlier you said I have to cut the grass in a couple of days. Cut the grass tomorrow.
it's been raining. It's been raining. The
you
ground
can't-
is saturated. I'm not going to go out there and just, and I live on the mountain. So, like, if it's, like, wet, mowing the lawn, you're going to fucking slide down the hill. It'll be bad.
That weird green
Well,
shit.
we don't want you to hurt yourself. That's for sure.
Yeah.
It's a banana mixed berry and kale smoothie.
But I can genuinely say that the grass cutting was not out of laziness. I haven't been able to. It's either going to happen, like, I was saying Friday because I don't have any sessions
There's
Friday,
something in my teeth.
and it should be dry by then. All you hear are
But-
excuses. Okay, my grass, I take care of my grass. I cut the grass. Now, everything else is pure laziness, but the grass gets cut.
At least you're not smoking the grass. That's fine.
No. Nothing grows
Sure
up here
about
but rocks.
Are you sure about that, man? Oh, wait, you said rocks?
Not crack, but like like rocks. Like
Straight
rocks,
into it.
like it's because it's a mountainside.
I'm actually trying to debug why the fuck my video camera is not working. Whilst I'm talking to you guys, which is very strange. But I find that being motivated isn't. I don't find that to be too much of a problem. There's that notebook thing that I have. Okay, fine. Now let's use this. Oops. I use the notebook thing of stuff that I need to use and stuff that I need to get done. Okay. But that's life.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
It's- Is there really an excuse for going, I've got too much time on my hands, I can't get shit done? Like, that's not really the way that I don't know. Maybe I'm a very highly motivated person, which I generally am not. And that's the funny thing is I'm lazy as all shit.
so how can both of those exist at the same time? That like you are lazy as shit, but yet anytime I see you, it seems like you're being like super productive. You're cranking out new shit. Like, how can the like? Are you just like a like a walking oxymoron or something? I mean, I don't get it.
I guess I like to make things.
So you get
so
some sort of
there's always-
pleasure out of it.
Yeah, it's not quite like fucking a panda, but yeah, it's I'm doing that for the crowd. But
You're,
'cause
fuck,
they
you're,
were in
fuck,
my
you're,
street.
you're fucking pandas for crowds?
Oh no, yeah, just for YouTube hits.
He meant in front of crowds, right?
Yeah, it's I like making things, which is fine. 1 second. Sorry, Don. Yeah,
I
2
guess
seconds.
I guess you have to ask like, what's your definition of lazy? Like, what's your level of lazy?
My
Like,
level of lazy.
Yeah. I mean, what do you define lazy? What's your definition of lazy? Like, how inactive or sedentary do you have to be considered lazy?
Um,
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Let's go for at Don Tony for that one. That would be my. I don't know. I'm poking fun, but
Yeah, it's okay. So like when I call myself lazy, like just to give like an idea here is like I do my job, but
Right.
I do my job and I do like the absolute like bare minimum that's like that's like required of me in life typically, and then so I'm either lazy or I just really appreciate downtime to the point where anytime I can take the opportunity to not do something, I don't do something. Maybe I'm a connoisseur of the more like lounging sort of activities in life. Like I'm
No,
very happy just like laying on the couch for hours on end.
Maybe you're just energy efficient.
yeah.
Well,
I just,
that could be true.
I mean, I
I
see
c-
someone lazy as someone who, like, even though they need to do something, they don't fucking do it. That's how I see someone that's lazy. It's like, you need to go cut the grass. Well, I don't feel like doing it, so I'm not going to do it. I need to go do the dishes. Well, I don't feel like doing it, so I'm not going to do it. I would consider that lazy.
okay.
If you're doing things that you're supposed to do, I wouldn't really consider that lazy. I
I
would say
can't.
that,
I can't do that. No, not like that. Of course, everyone can shirk the chores, right?
right.
Everyone did it as a teenager, but I cannot lay on the couch for hours on end. I can't do that. Like even
Yeah.
play Modern Warfare, I'm not saying I'm a regimented or a scheduled person, but you know, if I'm playing at the weekend with Jock, I'll play for an hour, 2 hours with him, and then go do something else for a few hours, and we'll reconvene and go shoot some people. Um, I can't sit and be still, and I'm not like fucking jittery or anything. But if there's shit to get done in the house, like okay, so let's put this into some kind of context really quick. I have to run upstairs and talk to my girlfriend, but um, there's a couple of rooms in the house, and we've owned for a couple of years that we've not painted, right?
Right.
These rooms need to get painted. I have the time right now to paint them. I could start painting them after work or whatever, or when work's a little bit quiet. I could do this painting. How much do I enjoy painting? I would rather get poked in the eye with a sharp stick, but that's painting. So I'd rather team up and do this. My back deck needs to get replaced. This weekend, I'm going to start replacing my back deck. If I don't start doing it tomorrow after work, it's like there's always shit to do, especially if you own a house.
That is true. There is always shit to do. That is true.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But even when the house is to a point where I'm happy with it, I'm always going to go and do something with it, build a train, build a coach, build something. I like to keep busy. I find that, and this is particularly me.
Guys,
Yes.
I'm restarting, so I can't attend to the pizza, and in 4 minutes you have.
Okay. Sorry.
So don't let them.
I find that if I get lazy, sorry, my girlfriend was talking to me from upstairs. I find that if I get lazy or distracted, I generally drink more than I should, and this is a me thing, not a Don Tony thing.
Definitely not a Don Tony thing.
But when I stream, I drink and I have beers and whatever else, and sometimes it's got a little bit out of hand. But that's the nature of me being a person having fun. I'm having fun. I'll drink a beer, and and all jokes aside, I am borderline fucking alcoholic pretty much. Even if I'm at work or in quarantine, it makes no difference. I drink way too much for someone, my age, and that's it. I find I drink less if I'm busy. Apart from Wednesday nights on my stream where we get drunk and commemorate this thing. But it's one of those things. I like to keep busy. I have a list of shit that needs to get done in the house, and it's a fucking long list. And that's how I keep busy. That's how I deal with this quarantine. That's how I deal with life. Like quarantine hasn't changed too much for me. I still make maps. I still work my fucking ass off. I actually work harder at home than I do when I'm normally at the office. Um, but I like it is quarantine and being at home and whatever is what you make of it. If you don't put the effort in to, make something of it, then you're gonna sit there going, my brain's like jello. It's like, oh really, come on, dude. Like I know you're better than this. I know you've got an ounce of okay, cool, go do something. So it's like, don't say you're bored, don't say your brain's turning too much. Like from a professional perspective, yeah, maybe it's turning a little bit too much because you're remote, but you can it'll come back in like 2 seconds flat. Once you're back with the patient, you need to maybe adapt your means or something, and you've got less sessions than you had before, obviously. I'm sure your missus could find you something to do.
I'm sure she could. And there is a list of things. There's a couple complicating like things a little bit, but like my evenings, I don't have any excuse, so I'm not gonna give one for like after work hours. I'm not doing anything. But like, so I mean, I could give some excuses, but I know I'm gonna get grilled in the chat for like, excuses are like assholes. Everyone has them and they all stink. But even during the daytime when I am kind of lounging, I'm being dog babysitter for the puppy, so I'm having to redirect the puppy, stop him from being ridiculous when my wife's actually doing important work calls and things like that. So I am doing stuff, but like I'm not convinced that if I was productive in like painting, like the finishing painting the bedroom, that my mind would not be going to Jello. So that's not a very stimulating thing. But I also have at no point have said I'm bored either, though. Like I've not been bored.
No, but being a puppy herder is keeping you engaged. It's like, really, come on.
I mean, it's not, but it's keeping me occupied, and it's what I've been doing during the day.
So out of your day, how much time do you spend redirecting the puppies?
So
how long does it take you to redirect them?
It depends on how riled up the bloodhound is,
sure.
and how pissed off the Scotty is. Because like what happens is like they're calm until there's a work call that's of any sort of importance. Then Bubba wants to play with Shaggy, and Shaggy is just like, dude, fuck off, leave me alone. I'm staring out the window contently. But the bloodhound doesn't want anything to do with that. Like he's like, no, we're gonna fucking play. And then it's like she's trying to work, and all you hear is like, and just like and then more growling and like more howling, and just like it's a fucking mess.
Right.
You have, but like you also have someone here now that can like be the dog wrangler. If you want, lovely wife, if you want, I'll stop doing it and we'll see how quickly you're like, dude, I need you back out here during my calls for you to do shit. Like I don't think it would last very long. But
I'll be right back in 2 seconds.
You gotta do, man. But so Zero had a question. Someone who has a physical labor job, right? Like a job that's physically taxing. It's not really physical. Well, it is physical labor what you do. Not wanting to do any sort of labor on the weekends, does that make you lazy?
No.
I say no.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, I say no.
For having a labor intensive job 5 days a week, and I mean, I don't blame you if you don't want to do physical shit on the weekends.
Yeah, I would say that's not lazy. And I think by definition, the job you have, you can't be lazy. Because I know what you do, and you can't be lazy and do that job. Or at least not do it well, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think it depends on your definition of lazy.
It is almost subjective, right? I mean...
Yeah, exactly. I think you can tell yourself... I mean, if you're being honest with yourself, you'll be able to tell yourself whether you're lazy or not. You know what I mean? Like, I used to be really fucking lazy. But then I was just like, I need to stop being lazy. And I need to start being more active. Either it's being, more physically active and going out and doing some exercise, or just being more active at home. I decided to do both. There was a bunch of shit that I wanted to do in the garage, and throughout my house, and so I was doing that, and it made me feel a lot better. I was a lot more. I was proud of accomplishing stuff. You know what I mean? I like that feeling now. So
it does feel good. It does. Yeah. It does. Like after we built the gate that we had to build, it felt good afterwards. Like I understand like the intrinsic value and pleasure that like creating or accomplishing something gives you. Like I get that. I do.
Yeah, especially after you're like done and it's out of your hair. That's the best feeling. Like when I put that last item on my shelf and I was like, I'm fucking done with this. Like it felt good and it looked good, you know? So I was happy.
I guess if I had to, on like a spectrum of laziness, I would be a high functioning lazy person because I can hold down a job and I work hard when I'm working my job.
Right.
Yeah. So I guess like on the spectrum of laziness, like I've known lazier. Like I've definitely known people who are infinitely lazier than I am. People who are infinitely lazier than I am. It sounds like such shit hearing it back. Like hearing myself say that back, I'm like, God, you lazy piece of shit. You know, hearing it back, definitely.
I'm back, but isn't that just life? It's like if you can actually identify that you are a lazy person. Not that I'm going to say you're going to change character overnight. It does take time. And I have zero idea where my work ethic comes from because I am an inherently lazy person as well. But it just comes to a point of I don't know. It's like.
But you're not though. Like, see, I disagree with the fundamental premise, Jeremy, that you are by nature a lazy person because your behavior is not congruent with that.
The funny thing is my inherent behavior generally is I am the laziest fucker on the planet. Like if I can take the short route to anything, I'll take the short route. Like that's
efficiency.
Yeah.
Or efficiency's clever laziness.
I don't know.
Chat, you got that? Jeremy, you got that. What operator says that?
Oh shit. Oh fuck it.
Trip has it.
Yeah, Trip of course does. Echo, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I've spent lots of time playing Echo. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's essentially my camera's connected, but Discord on my I'm not joking, Discord on my laptop, I can't see it anymore, so I'm just talking blindly to a Windows screen. It's really funny.
What do you mean you can't see it anymore?
No, I cannot see Discord at all. Like Discord on my computer right now is not actually running. Alt tab, go to it, I can't see it. It's disappeared.
Oh shit,
that's weird.
I'm giving up. I've had a whole bunch of tech issues today, just generally, so I'm giving up on it. No. Okay, so you disagree about my work ethic. The only reason, I guess this is more of a public persona than anything else. I work hard at my job. Yes, I do. I work hard on my stream and building stuff. Was I like that 10 years ago? Okay, yes, I probably was because I was reviewing climbing holds or climbing or something. I've always been a fairly highly motivated. No, I've not been a very highly motivated person. I'm going to double guess myself. I'm not. I'm a lazy motherfucker, but I've got into this rhythm of doing stuff, and maybe it's a rhythm thing. It's like I've got into this rhythm of doing stuff. The stream I love, and the people that come past, I love them when they come past. It's always super fun.
The man who won the pee contest cannot be lazy.
I did nothing for the pee contest except drink beer. Like, if anything, that's the best morning out when you think about it.
The perseverance it takes to win that contest cannot be laziness.
There wasn't much perseverance. It was a one shot deal and I won. I don't know. Like, I've done a lot of stupid shit in my life. Yeah, sure, fine. And to get out of the house at 5 a.m. to go climb something and jump off of it, yeah, that takes some kind of motivation. But did I want to get out of bed at 5 o'clock in the morning to get into a car to go jump off of something? No. When you're on top of something and you're about to jump off of it, hell yeah. But, you know, the 2 hours leading up to that was shit. I'm not a very motivated person. I generally not, but I find things that I like doing. I do them and I try to excel at them. You know, apart from the train models, because some of those have turned out absolute crap. But um, it's I'm doing okay. So here I am in a nutshell. I'm doing good at my job and I'm happy with my team. I'm super comfortable. Working from home has kind of switched the tables a little bit, but I'm still being super efficient in making the game and doing what I need to do, if not more so. I'm producing more now than I would be than I was at the office.
Mm.
Now, do I get bored and have to go build stuff in the basement like a gate and stuff? Yeah, I do, but that's shit that annoys me around the house. When I look at it and go, this gate that we had, and you all saw it on Twitter, was just a little kind of stretchy, kind of elongated gate. Like, that was crap. And I put it there as a temporary measure because we have 3 cats to stop them maybe running out into the garden. And it's just like, it's taken me 2 years to actually go and build this gate. So, you know, I guess maybe Don, I'm giving you a pass. You know, if you tell your wife you're going to do something, you've got a 2-year hall pass to do it because it took me 2 years to
Awesome.
build it. It took me 2 years to build a fucking gate. For Christ, it's like, you know, you're not lazy. If it takes more than 2 years, then you're lazy. Then
Okay,
you're
then we're good then. So like for
yeah,
me,
then you're fine.
and this is the reason I can hold down a job and get and stuff. Because for me, if I deem it a necessity, I'm not super lazy about it. So like for instance, when we got the Bloodhound, we had to build a new gate, like because the gate was so short. In a couple months, you could hop it. It got
Yeah.
done like in like 2 weeks or so. Like after we knew we were getting the puppy, like it got done really fast. Now something like painting the bedroom that no one ever fucking sees on me, for me, that's like a low priority item, which is why it hasn't gotten done. So
You don't see it?
it doesn't bother me, to be honest with you. Like it doesn't bother me.
Okay. So let me be really blunt for a second.
It doesn't matter if it bothers me. Is that what you're gonna say?
No, it's not that. It's like, does the person that you've married
Well, that
who plays with your penis, does it bother her? Because
Well,
if
that's
it does, then you
yeah.
should probably fucking paint it.
That's what I meant by it doesn't matter if it bothers me or not. That's what I meant by that.
Yeah, no, it's sometimes, buddy, and you know, through many years and many failed relationships, it's not what bothers you, it's what bothers the person that pays the other half of the fucking mortgage. You know, if she wants the bedroom painted, then, you know, I've got a client at 10, I've got a client at 4. You could probably do a couple of hours of painting in the bedroom
Yeah.
and make her happy.
Well, the one saving grace right now is that it's a good thing we didn't finish it because she wants it to be a different color now. So like that's the one saving grace. So when she figures out and we get the paint, I can put a couple hours in here and there and get the room painted.
Don't worry, because after about 6 months, she'll be like, I don't like this color, and it will change again. So you'll paint it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no, yeah, I've repainted my bedroom 3 times.
I know it bothers you. I'm aware. Well, do you know what color you want it to be painted? And we can go get some paint this weekend, and I'll slowly start to do it. Because I do like the wife being happy.
Can I start charging like therapy rates for this shit? Because
you probably could, honestly. I don't know what Canadian laws are, but you could probably do it. Now, if in America, if you don't call it therapy but you call it life coaching, you don't need any credentials, and you could charge for it.
Yeah, then you owe me $50 bucks.
Coach.
Yeah, like there's like you get like there's like being a therapist is regulated, being a life coach is not. At least in Virginia, it's not regulated at all. So like anyone could go say they're a life coach. And honestly, 50 years ago, there was no regulations on being a therapist. Anyone could just hang a sign outside their door calling themselves a therapist, and they could do it.
Oh, shit. Maybe I should become a life coach.
You could do it.
I'm not entirely sure, because it'll be like, it's like, I'm depressed, get a notebook. And get a notebook for the notebook. Like I'm not the best. I'm not the best at advice. I'm good at talking and going, hey, like you should do this and motivate, but I don't think I'm a therapist. I don't think I'm therapist mature in any way, shape, or form. To be honest, you guys do a great job.
But I
And
mean,
if I need if I need a therapist, I know exactly who to go talk to.
but people who go to life coaches don't need a therapist. A lot of them, they just have too. This is gonna sound really bad. I hope I don't offend anyone. They have more money than common. They have more money, yeah, than common sense, and like it's a lot of like rich like CEOs and people who want like a a life mentor coach person. Yeah.
Oh no, my cousin's a life coach, and I'm like, what do you?
Fuck.
No, and it's like, dude, what do you like? What do you do for people? This is like, I help them through like tough times. I keep them motivated and stuff like that. And I'm just like, oh, okay. I was like, well, what does that look like? And he couldn't. And I mean, he was like, well, it's different for everybody. And he said something along the lines of, I just give them guidance or whatever, and helps them when they feel unmotivated or they're feeling down and stuff like that. And I was just like, well, that sounds kind of like.
Isn't that what friends are for?
Yeah.
Yeah. But some people don't have friends, right? So they have to buy them.
I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. Like when I heard it, I was just like, that's kind of frowned upon, in my opinion. It's like, because my cousin's he's still fairly young. I think he's like 30 or 29 or something like that, and he's like trying to give life advice to people. And I was like, I think what you're doing is for like, I know you have good intentions trying to do that, but at the same time, I don't think you really should be giving life advice.
To be honest, if I was going to have a life coach, if they were 30, I'd laugh. If they were like, the only life coach you need is like your parents, if you have your parents that are around. If not, if I was looking for a life coach, they need to be like fucking 80.
Yeah.
Someone with life experience has been through the trenches, rather than a 30-year-old that's just out of college like, well, fuck it, I could do this. It's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Like my cousin's not a bad person, and he.
I'm not saying
no,
he is.
I know. But what I'm saying is, go ahead.
No, because what I'm saying is, am I going to take life advice from someone that's younger than me, that hasn't been through the stuff that I've been through? Like, a 30-year-old, Christ, like they have little or no, and I'm only 47 million years old. But like if I were a life coach and House is still there, I get House to give me like life coaching advice, because he's like 90 years old or something.
Right.
And he'd do it with a sense of humor. I wouldn't get life advice from a fucking 30-year-old when I'm a 40-year-old, especially not a CEO of a company. It's like, I'm feeling a bit down. So, buy a Maserati. It's like, come on, seriously. It's like that. But that's a culture thing and a perspective thing.
No, I get it. I mean, that makes sense to me. And I think a big difference also between life coach and therapists is therapists don't give advice. Like, that's kind of like a misconception. Like, most therapists won't give you advice and tell you what to do.
Right.
Yeah. Like, if you you come to a therapist and you're like, should I, like, I don't know what to do. Should I, like, marry this person or not? They're not going to be like yes or no. Like, they're not going to give you advice on the situation.
Right.
No, it's like it's not your place to do that. It's,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, come on, seriously. I like, and this is me talking like I normally do. I feel that society has this weird kind of life coach fucking skew on it these days, and it's kind of kind of weird and it seems that people can't just deal with their own shit, if we're talking just generally, people just can't deal with their own shit, and they pay these people, it's like, I don't have enough money. I'll pay 60, 70, $80 an hour for a life coach to, try and get them out of the funk, when what they should be doing is not paying the life coach and just talking to their friends and their family and just, dealing with shit. But
I
I
mean,
don't know.
some of the
That's
stuff
my-
that like, and I'm sure this is across other cultures too, but I know like Americans, what makes me think of this is, luckily this person doesn't watch this and I won't say their name, but like a friend of
Donald
ours,
Trump.
no, a friend of ours recently went to a retreat and did tap therapy, and like it like changed their world. And for those of you who don't
So,
know what tap therapy is, you think about a problem. Do you know what it is?
I know I don't, but I really want to know what the fuck tap therapy is.
Okay, so what tap therapy is you focus on your problem while tapping different meridians in your body, and it's like an energy therapy, and it helps you solve your problem. So like one of them is literally like you just sit there and like focus on your problem, and you tap. That's one of your meridians, right? No, I'm not joking. Like there's also one like here and like here, and you just tap it and you focus on your problem, and it like solves shit.
Huh.
Shit. So basically, if I turn up to that, I'd be like, well, my main meridian is at the tip of my penis, and I'm
Tap
just gonna
away.
tap that.
Yeah, focus real hard and tap away, and your problem will be solved.
Yeah, but apparently they need to go take a nap like Frank. But really, so I've never heard of that.
Yeah, look it up. It's like, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So do you know how much they paid for this?
I don't, but I imagine it's a lot of money probably. And by a lot of money, I mean a lot more than one should pay for tapping on their head and being told to tap on their head and focus on their problem really hard.
Shit. If your friend has a relapse, I'm happy to fly to wherever and punch him in the head for $10,000, because it seems like that'll work as well.
If you give it a nice Eastern flair to it, they'll probably pay for it. It's like a new wave thing. Like it's along with other kind of.
Are you talking about like thousands of dollars?
No.
Like
I bet-
$50.
And like
$50 seems about right.
I'm gonna guess like 200 for the seminar.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah, but still, though, I mean, $200 to sit there and tap on your head and focus on your problems.
You're tapping into your meridians.
Your meridian.
It does sound like $200 to sit in a room of other people that pay $200 to tap yourself in the head does sound at best mental.
Yeah, it's along the same lines as like crystal therapy, and like it's in that same genre of bullshittery. Like no scientific evidence bullshittery.
That new genre of bullshittery is also really expensive.
It is. Oh yeah.
So people need to be careful what like they're paying for, and do like your homework and stuff. Or do all this shit.
Well, yeah, but the people don't do their homework, which is why these people are essentially preying upon people. It's like, we can solve all of your problems. $200 for one session. You turn up and you tap yourself in the head like a woodpecker for a couple of hours. It's like, but there's also the kind of I'm sure there's an actual therapeutic term for it. Where someone's duping themselves into feeling better.
Maybe placebo.
Yeah, you go, placebo. Thank you very much. I had too much beer this evening. But
you're good.
maybe it's a full-on placebo thing where they're like, okay, cool,
placebo effect.
So I was talking to my wife about it last night, and we determined it's either placebo or it's as effective as just sitting down and thinking about your problem, like only focusing on it for like 30 minutes or whatever. Because I imagine, like, if there is any benefit to it, it's that, like, you're not focused. The tapping keeps you focused on the one issue because, you're sitting here, like, having a physical cue of, like, I'm thinking about my problem. I'm working through this one issue. But, like, any sort of sitting there and thinking about your problem is probably as beneficial.
Yeah, but maybe if you can't focus and you need someone to actually focus your sitting and tapping yourself in the head, maybe you need some kind of guide, because I don't want to sit down for 30 minutes for $200 and think about my problems. I avoid them as best I can.
Well, that could
Like,
be depending on what the problem is. That could be an issue in itself, right?
well, yeah, no, but that's fine. That's called 43 years of being English, but whatever. But do you think that sitting down and thinking, like, Don, after this stream's finished, I want you to go sit on the couch and think for 30 minutes about all of your problems. You're not going to do that. You're going to go, haha, cool. Where's my next beer at? And continue. Maybe people actually need that. Well, I wouldn't say to pay that money. They're charging way too much. But, you know, someone to actually kind of guide, kind of like a yogi or something, to kind of guide the process. I'm being devil's advocate, obviously, because I think it's crap.
Thanks, Jock, for coming by.
Maybe some people just need to be in that room to think about their problems. But then again, you could have charged them $50, hired an empty room, got 100 people in there, and gone, okay, cool. So here's our therapy session. You sit here for 30 minutes and you think about all the problems. Like, isn't it the same thing without tapping yourself in the head?
That's kind of the way I see it. Yeah. Now, some people will, like, so you were saying, like, if you told me after this stream to go sit down for 30 minutes, think about my problem, like, obviously I'm not going to do that. But like, but
I'm a life coach, so you should do that.
And then I may. So like, for instance, like I give my clients homework. Like all of my clients have homework that I give them. And if they don't do their homework, I ridicule them. Therapeutically and appropriately, but I will. Like, I mean, I do though. Like I give them a hard time and I make it clear, like you're paying money to come here. You're not gonna get better on your own. Like I always tell my clients that too. Like I only work as hard as they do. And if they come in and dick off, I'm gonna dick off in the session also. Like I honestly, I don't put more effort in than my clients do.
It's the same as me going to my physiotherapist and she gives me exercise and then me not doing exercises. No, and I've done 10 odd years of physiotherapy for various reasons. Yes, exactly. Like I got shit on by one of my physiotherapists because they could tell I'd not done the exercises of the second session, and after that I've not fucked around. It's like they tell me to do something, you say jump, I say how high. It's pretty much the way it goes. Later, Jock. Have a good night.
Yeah. But no, I've definitely ridiculed my clients before for being for being lazy and not doing their homework. That's funny. Again.
No, yeah, but which is fine. It's like because they pay money, they want to see results. I'm guessing.
Yeah. And I have had the clients who come into therapy thinking that I have a magic wand I can just wave and like say some like Latin words and they'll be cured. And then like I've had to give them like the harsh reality of like, nah, man, I can't do shit. I'm just the guide. You know, I'm the one guiding you through, but like you're the one doing all the fucking work, like really. Which is true. I mean, honestly.
Which is totally fine. Like at least you're fucking real rather than bullshitting them and charging them $200 to tap themselves in the head. You know, at least they're getting therapy from someone that has a license to do therapy rather than tap yourself in the head.
Yeah, well, exactly. But you know, man, how the fuck did we get on that train? I don't even remember how we got here.
Me neither.
Well, you can watch the stream back, but I'm guessing that it was probably about 5'6" in English. I'm not sure.
But so Zero, like the therapist job, I mean, if you want to take it down to the most basic sense, sure. Like, I guess that is what the job is, but you left out. So Zero's saying the therapist job is to sit across from you and ask, how does that make you feel? You left out the beard stroking. There's lots of like,
You always say about the beard stroking.
I do that. It's your power pose.
You need to shave your beard, and then it's going to be like one hand. You'd be like cupping your chin.
Just sitting there. No, I imagine I would do something else with my hands. I would just sit like the whole session.
Careful now.
Yeah, no, that would get me
exactly.
really fucking fast. But no, like 80% of therapy is active listening skills. Like the vast majority of what your therapy says, it should be 80-20, 80% the client's talking, 20% you're talking. Like typically the therapist doesn't do a whole lot. Whole lot of talking at least, but yeah.
Okay.
It's true. I mean, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, which is fine. Like, you know, like being an active listener is
You're still
great.
you're still doing something. It's just not, yeah.
You know, being an active listener is like that. Maybe that's like a lot of people. That's what they need. Someone to actually hear their problems. But the thing is, you can't give them solution to their problems because you're not them. It's like, you know, you have to help yourself out of it. Like you're saying, most of the work is them, which is great, and that's the way it should be.
Man, fucking Rainbow Six Siege, god damn it. So like earlier I was saying I was the guide, and my wife was like, you know, oh, you're Dante. And I was like, oh, no, I'm not Dante. I meant to say I'm Virgil, guiding Dante through hell. But then I said I'm Vigil. And I was like, ah, god damn it. It's not Vigil. Vigil's a Rainbow Six operator. But Virgil, yes. I guide my clients through the layers of hell.
Virgil was the character from Thunderbirds that used to go up into the space station, if I remember correctly, but that's just me. Oh, fuck, I'm old, right? I'm just old. No one remembers Thunderbirds.
No, I know Thunderbirds. It's that really cheap wine that tastes like oranges and tastes like shit.
That's okay, Jesus.
What's the word? Thunderbird. What's the price? $1 thrice. What's the flavor? Citrus and spice. But I do know
House. At least House remembers in chat. Thunderbirds a go. Thank you, House. Christ, showing my age.
But so a question was asked earlier, how can I help Jeremy with his panda issue? I don't even really know what the panda issue is, and I don't know if we want to go into your...
I don't think you... I don't want to... I made a funny comment to some of my work colleagues today, and I'm not entirely sure I want it to actually remain on record because you guys don't delete your video streams. So I'm not going to talk about the panda thing. I thought it was very funny, but I will tell you, I'll send you a message afterwards of what it was because it made me laugh my ass off.
Fair enough. I was going to say, I've never treated bestiality anyway, so I wouldn't even know really where to start with that. or sex addictions. I actually turned away a client this week because I've never treated it before, and the person sounded like they actually really needed help, so I didn't want them to be my guinea pig. So I was like, no, you should probably see someone who actually knows what they're doing in this area.
What was his name? Was his name House? I'm guessing it's probably House.
I actually don't know the person's name. I wasn't told. My boss said we had a referral for someone who's really badly a sex addict and asked if I wanted to take the case on, and I said no. Yeah.
Which at least you get to pick your cases. That's a good thing.
I definitely do. Unlike the last job where whatever kid we were given, we had to fucking work with.
Yeah, well, which is life.
Whether it's baby Scarface or anyone.
Oh my god.
You
told me stories about that kid.
That kid was funny. Yeah, so I had this client at our old place. His name, I don't remember what his name was. I can't say it anyway, but we always called him Baby Scarface because he was like this skinny, probably like a 12, 13-year-old white kid from Connecticut from a farm. And he thought he was like gangster as shit. And he'd always walk around and be like, you don't get it, Donald. I'm hard as fuck. You don't get it. And he said like he was like a coke dealer. And none of this it was true at all. Like he didn't. And he was like sexually harassing a female client. And I confronted him about it. And he's like, you know, I don't fuck with no therapy bitches. I'm hard. I don't do that shit. I'm just like, and the kid he ended up getting thrown down the stairs by another male client and got his ass beat.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because he tried to convince that client that we were trying to frame that client for like rape or something stupid. And the guy was like, Donald wouldn't do that to me. And Baby Scarface is like, oh yeah, he's doing it. And the kid told him to shut up and he wouldn't. So yeah, he threw him down a flight of stairs and then whipped his ass.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyone have any other questions or closing thoughts?
Anyone have something that is not a kid getting thrown downstairs?
I mean, I could go on and on about stories from residential because there's some ridiculous ones. When I was a counselor back in the day, not where Color Proof and I used to work, but like the first place I ever worked out of college, there's some real crazy ass things there. That place got shut down because they tried to do an exorcism on a kid. It did not work. It did not cure the kid's psychosis. But I had one kid who like, he was a little kid, kind of chubby, really defiant. He would always tell me to suck his dick and like pull down his pants and like try to pee on me and stuff. He never succeeded. And he would like try to spit on me and it would just hit his belly. Like he couldn't even like get, and it was funny. I do like the long beard. I'm probably, what I normally do is I grow it until I can't deal with it anymore, and then I cut it to mutton chop. So that's probably what I'll end up doing again. I kind of want to see how long I can like let it grow. Maybe I won't get rid of all of it. But I'll go to a barber when we ever were allowed to do that again and get them to take care of it. But I normally, yeah, like an Abe Lincoln, I'll like shave like the stash and that, and I'll keep like, yeah, that's typically what I do. Last time, I actually have a picture I'll post on Twitter later tonight where the beard was long, about this length almost, and the sides were really long because I hadn't had it trimmed. And I cut him into the chops and I left the really long length. I looked like a Civil War general. It was pretty badass.
Okay, how about we switch this up? How about you shave and Proof grows a beard?
I can't. I can only grow this.
That's
Really?
it?
Yeah, that's all I can grow. This and here. I can't.
Okay,
grow.
but we could do, you could do a good long one. It'd be great.
I used to have it really long. He's like always come all the way down to here almost. It looked really bad, so I cut it. I just
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like big. Because I got rid of my beard. My beard was longer than probably Don Tony's. I got rid of it like last week. And mind you, I also shaved my head.
Your beard was longer than mine? I don't know if I believe that.
It was pretty good. It was like 6 months worth of beard. It was. I don't have any proof, unfortunately, but my beard was getting pretty big and pretty bushy, and it was looking a bit unkempt from not going to the barbers. Mind you, I also took I had shoulder length hair. Now I have no hair left. I shaved my head as well.
Yeah, I saw you do that on stream. It was pretty.
Yeah.
That was some
I was having
good content there.
Yeah, for the 4 people that turned up, and I don't care. It's like
I came in for a second.
Exactly. You turned up and went, "What the fuck?" and then left.
That is exactly what I did, actually. Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
All right,
That's
Trip. I'm posting it for you.
That's most people turning up to my stream is like, "What is this?" and then they leave, which is fine. I'm not there for the. You know, I do it for fun. I'm not doing it for money.
If I was asked to cut my hair or beard, which would I do, or go for option 3 and get another friend? Honestly, I would probably. Wait, like if color was just like, yo, dude, I want you to shave your hair or your beard, I'd keep the friend. I don't know. I'd probably shave the beard because I'm gonna do that at some point anyway. Maybe the hair.
How bad's the hair?
My hair right now?
Yeah. I can't see you, unfortunately, because my screen's completely blank.
It's not long. It's not long. Yeah. If I combed it down, it wouldn't cover my eyes, so it's not very long.
That's not so bad. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, the chops are always a pain in the ass to shave. Because, the reason I like the chops, but the problem is over time, if I fuck up, I, try to correct the other side, and then next thing I know, I have nothing left.
Yeah, you end up with, you have to get it wrong at the point, and you end up with crooked face, which really sucks.
So then you try to correct it, and then you keep going.
I actually call it an FSC, a fatal shaving error, because you start with this, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this Metallica, biker thing, and then you get it wrong, and then you end up with no beard, completely clean shaven, because you made that one error where you just can't correct out of it. It's like, all right, cool. The whole lot goes. I've done that so many times.
Yeah. Well, any final thoughts? That sounds like we're about to get killed or something. Any last words?
That's even worse.
That is worse, yeah. Anyone? But yeah, man, anytime you want to join, Jeremy, it's always fun having you. Maybe next time we can actually get your your pretty face on.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
It's okay.
I'm very sorry, but
It's okay.
thank you for having me again. Like I like raiding with the boys, and I was like, oh, I'll ask if they want me to come past and just shoot the shit, and you said yes. I was like, oh, okay, shit.
No, I mean, absolutely. And you actually did me a big favor because I didn't come up with anything to talk about tonight.
That's what your wife said. That's why I tried. That's why I jumped in.
Aw, look at her looking out.
No, it's like I'm happy. I'm happy to come past. I know everything about nothing, and nothing about everything. So that's the beautiful thing.
That is. Well, oh, last thing I will say, I finally did play Valorant because I know you're all really we're really wondering about the update on the Valorant. Dude, Jeremy, can you pitch up the chain to get us a goddamn shooting range like Valorant has? That thing is fucking awesome. I know you can't say anything. I know you really can't. I'm just
No. Okay,
anyway.
one I've not played, and two, yeah, I agree. A shooting range in Siege would be kind of cool. Who knows what the future will bring?
Who knows? Valorant has set the bar like a new fucking level on shooting on shooting ranges. Yeah, like on in-game practice. Oh yeah.
So I have to go download Valorant.
Well, you have to get a beta key first. So once it's an open beta,
I have a key.
Oh well, look at you. Yeah. No, so the shooting range it's phenomenal. So it's a whole map so there's two main parts for the shooting range. One part, there's a target and you just select how far out you want it. And then there's a screen that shows you where you hit on the target. And you can at any time you can change characters or weapons at any time. Then there's another part of the shooting range where you can spawn dummies to pop up and your time to flick between them. Or you can set it to where they strafe. They have armor. You can do after you kill 100, the simulation stops. It's really.
Oh wow! They actually put some work into a shoot. That's unusual. I was half expecting to be like a Call of Duty. Go here, press B.
No.
Press right. Yeah, okay. No, they've actually done work.
And then outside of those two areas, the rest of the map, there's random clay pigeon sort of targets that are flying throughout the sky that you can shoot. It's really cool. And I suck ass at Valorant, by the way, for anyone that was curious.
Oh.
You did fine, dude.
Dude, I suck. I did not do fine.
I think you did fine. Really, I think you did.
Oh, Color, did you hear that the big stink now is people are programming slow walk on mouse button 1 in Valorant? So anytime they shoot, they automatically switch from running to slow walking.
Oh, that's pretty obnoxious.
That is apparently the play. Until they fixed it, and then everyone has bad habits built in. But yeah.
And I just started downloading the game now.
There you go. It's fun. I will say all of my Siege habits do not translate into Valorant.
That's generally what I hear, but I'm gonna go look at it just because I want to go look at the shooting range, just because I'm super intrigued by the shooting range, because there's been some good shooting ranges. Modern Warfare has some fun practice modes and stuff.
I've never played anything like it. And I haven't played every shooter, but Color, have you ever seen a shooting range like that? Efficient, in depth? Yeah, it's.
Okay. Sold it to me. I'll go look at it. I'm downloading the game now.
Cool. Wow. On that note, I think we're going to wrap up for the evening. Thank you, Jeremy, for joining us in the raid, and everyone for coming in. House, Trip,
thank you,
Zero.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for listening to my special brand of shit.
I love your special brand of shit. It's nice. It has a nice nutty afterbirth.
I guess, yeah. Gentlemen, please stay safe. Please stay at home. Please be careful for you and your loved ones. Everyone out there as well. Everyone, please stay safe. And yeah, thank you for having me, and I guess have a great night.
Yeah.
You as well. And of course, yes, thank you, my lovely wife. Of course, she knows I didn't have to say that. She knows that. But yeah. Okay. And then we'll be back.
Go paint a bedroom.
I'm going to paint a bedroom. As soon as we get the paint, I will paint the bedroom, and I'll post pictures of the painted bedroom as confirmation of me doing my husbandly duties.
yeah, as long as that's your duties and that's what you're posting pictures of, then we're all good. Otherwise, it gets weird.
Yeah, my Twitter will be banned in about a week or two. It's okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nope. Thanks, everyone. I'm going
Thanks,
to.
guys. Have a wonderful night.
See ya.
You too. Take care.